Hello students, welcome to Social Science online classes. In the last session, we studied family, and today in this session, we'll discuss the second chapter of sociology, that is socialization. In this chapter, you are going to learn meaning of socialization, functions of socialization, agencies of socialization, gender and socialization. Come, now let's start with the meaning of socialization. What is socialization? What is socialization? Socialization is the process where a person learns the physical, mental, and social skills needed to survive in their society. Socialization strongly influences the kind of person you become. For examples, walking, talking, obeying laws and rules. It is a learned behavior. Socialization means it is a learned behavior. The most critical time during childhood to early adulthood. Okay. In the other words, socialization means the process of learning social behavior and the process of becoming social being is called socialization. Man is a social being. He is a social animal. He cannot live alone. He need the society to live. He need the people to live with. So, the process of learning social behavior and the process of becoming social being is called socialization. And the basic instincts means the natural tendency of a human beings come under the influence of socialization and are shaped in accordance to the social environment and situations. Human beings become social beings by adopting social behaviors, and this is also called socialization. Now, let's have a look over the functions of socialization. What are the functions of socialization? Socialization converts human being into social being. See, when a child is born, he is just a living thing or an animal. At a birth, human being is just a living thing or an animal. Then he transforms into social being. Child starts to learn the social behavior from its childhood itself. So, socialization converts human being into social being. It also provides the scope of adopting, imitating, and learning of many skills. It develops the social relationship and provide commitment and support to the social system. Here commitment means dedication. It develops the social relationship and provides dedication and support to the social system. Socialization helps the development of personality. It also helps the continuity of the tradition. See what the tradition is in practice in our family or in the society. The next generation continues to follow the same tradition. So, socialization helps the continuity of tradition. Now, let's have a look over agents of socialization or agencies of socialization. Which are the agencies that transform a human being into a social animal? We'll have a look. See, these are the agencies of socialization, how the human being transform himself into a social being. Parents, family, peer group, school, media, community, caste, and class. Then look at the definition of agencies of socialization. Okay, or the agents of socialization. The individuals or institutions that possess power to socialize a child are called agents of socialization. What are the agents of socialization? A numerous individuals, institutions, and organizations that influence and shape an individual's socialization. They are family, school, peer groups, media, religion, workplace, and total institution. There are two types of agents. One is primary and secondary. See, the primary agents of socialization, it means the means by which an individual learns the most basic or primary norms and values of society. For example, the family. The family probably has the strongest influence on a person's self-image. That is the difference between right and wrong, manners and general roles. These are the basic values where we learn in the family itself. So, family is the primary agent of socialization. Coming to the secondary agents of socialization, the agents that socialize a person after childhood, they are peers, clubs, sports teams, and others. Now we'll study them one by one. The first one is family. First agent of socialization. Family is the first agent of socialization, that is the primary agent. We learn language, communication, skills, basic survival techniques, and normal rules of acceptable behavior in the family itself. The child learns the first lesson of life values such as love, concern, faith, patience, cooperation, coordination, etc. at home itself. The appreciation from the family always encourages the activities of the child. Children are obedient to their parents because they are old enough in their age, experience and authority. Due to the socialization process, the hearts of a children blossoms and family is a basic foundation for all these processes. Family teaches us how to get along with other people, beginning with parents, siblings, and extended families. Teaches us about ourselves and our own personal qualities. The next group is peer group. The other most important agency of socialization includes peer group, that includes same aged children, friends, classmates and playmates. Social group where members are about the same age, share common interest and social position. Opportunity to experiment with things that are discouraged by the family. This knowledge is important for a perspective of normal social relationships and behaviors. The next agent is religion. Religion also plays a role in socialization process. Human beings have faith in a religion. It provides a base of ideal life. Religion advocates a moral life. The parents and elders of the family teach religious activities in children by visiting religious places and performing various rituals. This is done in all religions in different ways. Religion communicates beliefs about gender roles, appropriate sexual contact, collective responsibility of a society, The afterlife raises moral questions. The next and the important agent of socialization is school. The role of school is very important in the socialization process. In schools, the child is not only influenced by the teachers but also by its friends and classmates. The social behavior, knowledge, and experience of the child are shaped by the education. Subconscious capacity of the children is also developed. School will extend his or her life and make them ready for the social life. School makes us deal with formal rules, teaches us academic skills needed to properly function in society, to socialize us and cooperate with strangers. Yes. The next agent is what do you learn in school? What do you learn in the school? Children learn rules about being punctual, being organized, neat, when to speak and when to listen. They also learn how to speak in a formal manner. They learn to respect for authority, gender roles. Next agent is mass media or media. In a modern world, the social media also works as the important agency of socialization. The current technological environs, media has become one of the most important socializing agents. Print media, that are books, journals, magazines, newspapers, etc. Electronic media, films, internet, television, etc. Fashion and violence alerts the adolescents, influence the adolescents. Media has penetrated each home, each individual, and even each brain. Nowadays, the role models for adolescents come from media, particularly movies. TV and internet usages have tremendous effects on socializing younger generation. Similarly, programs of academic interest facilitate better social behavior among people. The next agent, that is community or neighborhood. Child is a member of a community by birth. This group community influences the social development of a child. Components of a community that influence the socialization are cultural heritage, community norms, behavior pattern, skills and crafts, traditional roles, social institutions, and dressing pattern. Next is gender socialization. We already know that socialization is very essential for all the human beings. The socialization process is not same in all the families. The customs, the rituals, educational level, desires, tastes, needs, etc. of parents influence the socialization process. Because of this, the parents teach variously about values, customs, and practices knowingly or unknowingly to their children in the process of socialization. For example, we can find difference in the reaction of the parents when the boy child comes home late after playing and when a girl child comes late. When the girl child comes late, she'll get scoldings, but whereas if the boy child come home late, he doesn't get scoldings. Usually, the parents just welcome the boy without asking anything. But with the girl, they start asking many questions and warn her for coming late, especially in India. The parents expect girls should help their family in kitchen and in other services. But whereas they don't expect this from their son. In the same way, they provide cricket bat to the son, whereas dolls to their daughters. Like this, the process of socialization generally differs on the basis of their gender. This is called as differential socialization. But however, in today's modern society, the status of women is changing. It changes from country to country and time to time. Now the women are also getting some rights which are exclusively meant for men only. Now the women are also getting job opportunities in mining, steel factories and in many other fields like medical, law and research at university levels, factories, army, manufacturing of war equipments, etc. The socialization process is important from the view of equality and equal opportunity. The learning of behavior and attitudes considered appropriate for a given gender. Boys learn to be boys and girls learn to be girls. This learning happens by way of many different agents of socialization. A parent who buys male children trucks while buying female children dolls in engaging in gender socialization. The development of urban areas and economy, along with the changes in social perceptions, have contributed a lot towards the gender equality. Thank you.